Silence, Josie Henley-Einion, published by Legend Press. ISBN 978-1-9065-580-3-1. Blurb on the back: Jackie Harris, prison counsellor and ex-drag king, kills her lesbian lover's rapist in what she insists is self-defence. Looking back through her life, Silence portrays a troubled but resolute character struggling against the many obstacles with her own identity. Examining sexual violence and its repercussions, Silence is a gripping and stylish novel that questions the right of the media to scrutinise and control public judgment. When all is done, silence is the only route for Jackie Harris to be heard. Dedication. This book is dedicated to Alison Henley-Einion. Alice, for being there even when I wasn't, for not giving up on me even when I did, for telling me the book was worth it, for allowing me this big romantic gesture, and for so much else, I owe you. Prison counsellor kills ex-con. Jacqueline Harris, 35, prison counsellor at New Park Women's Prison, has been arrested for the suspected murder of Francis Little, 37, who previously served time at Fenton. Jacqueline, who is known as Jack, claims that Francis was raping her lesbian lover, Jemima Albinelka, also 35. Today, Miss Albinelka was unavailable for comment, but a neighbour who sees them regularly walking hand in hand to the car and once spotted them kissing on their doorstep says this was inevitable. "They are always at it," said the neighbour, who does not wish to be named. "I hear them arguing all the time, and they have parties till the early hours, and now this. It's disgusting." A police spokesperson this morning confirmed a woman was arrested last night for the suspected murder of a homeless man and is currently being held in the South Valley station while our officers conduct their inquiries. Valley Gazette comments, see page 22. Chapter 1, 1988. Jack. Oh yes, now hear this. Shout it from the rooftops, darling. She is mixing, a mix here, a mix there, in her element. She is a mixture herself, a crazy mixed-up kid, looking out over the crowd to check they still like it. Not that she cares what anyone thinks of her art, but to be out of a job again would be difficult. To be a paid DJ is a tough call enough, but for a dyke in Maddiston, North Warwickshire, there is really only one place to work. She doesn't fancy hauling her arse over to Cardboard City, Coventry, and slumming it with the rest of the dregs. Though looking out over the crowd, she isn't sure this place is any better. She leans into the microphone. DJ Dance Jack coming at you with the best sounds of the 80s. Get your dancing feet on the floor for some ride on time. She eases the dial up for the first chords of the extended dance track and leans back to light a roll-up. There has always been the possibility of passing for a boy and getting into warehouse work. She's tall and young enough to be beardless, not yet grown into her skin. She's like a spring-born fawn, leggy and awkward with the potential for greatness. Oh, where are you now, you butch beauty? Time would come for her to flesh out and slide in with the ranks of sad old bull-baggers at the bar, snarling over a piece of fresh meat. As a gay club, its members at least keep the style that everywhere else lacks between new romantic and acid jazz, though there are still the sheep. Jackie sighs as she sees the regiments of miniature Jimmy Somervilles and Alison Moyes. Something catches her attention, flighty like a ruffle of feathers, and draws her eyes to a figure standing near the DJ box. Jack squints through the haze of stinging smoke and poppers to take a look, and there she sees a straight woman quickly looking away. How does she know this girl is straight? Is it the long blonde look, the handbag and the silk-cut cigarette, the polished fingernails curled around a glass of white wine? I didn't know they sold wine in this beer-swinging club. Or the tentative biting of lips and lustful eyes following the butcher's spikes on the floor. No, what gives her away is the fact that she's unconsciously twisting her wedding ring, tugging it on and off her thin finger as if indecision were the worst thing in the world. Jackie feels a tightness in her boxers, and with it every single moment of the last few months without a lover. The local girls have been warned off her. I've learned to call her Jack the Lad, and she's suffering for it. The ride over, she sets a long plain 12-inch of Like a Virgin on the spinner. Knocking the lit end of her rollie against the side of the box, she leans over and nods to the woman. "New here, babe?" The straight woman laughs a reply, but her eyes dance with interest, flickering over the DJ's lithe body. As she comes closer, Jackie can see, beneath the makeup, that she's older, at least in her 30s. That makes Jack feel good, like a young stud. "See anything you like?" She smiles and then turns away to twist the dials before she hears an answer. Jack sets up another 12-inch, Billy Joel's Uptown Girl, to play unattended for a while and then drops out of the box to come close to the straight. Jack wants to be sure the woman knows where she's coming from. She looks pointedly at the ring. You gone back to your husband tonight? Not tonight. Playful lips draw out the words like an expert, but a tremor in the woman's hand and voice give her away as a newcomer. Far from putting her off, this only serves to spur Jackie on all the more. They draw closer, and as their bodies move in time to Billy's agenda, Jackie risks leaning forwards to give a soft, teasing kiss on the woman's cheek. She groans in Jack's ear. Do you know, the last time I slept with a woman, I was 18. Jackie laughs. Do you know, same here. It's a lie, of course, for she's only recently 18, but hey, why pass up the chance of a good line? What's your name? She asks. Jackie Harris. Jack, what's yours? The woman, whose name Jack learns and forgets again within a few seconds, buys herself another drink and waits for closing time at Jack's insistence. They spend the next few hours eyeing each other and flirting with body language until finally the last dancer stumbles out of the club. Jackie then allows her into the DJ box while she packs up. So, have you always been a lesbian? The woman asks carelessly. Jack stiffens. Is she taking the piss? But the knowledge that she hasn't felt flesh against flesh for some time helps in shrugging off her belligerence. She doesn't have to like the woman to shag her. Just about as long as I can remember, she growls. Oh, I just wondered, I've always wondered what it's like to be a lesbian. She's turned away and the woman can't see her face. Of the myriad terse replies she could have given, Jackie chooses a mild one. Oh, yeah? She faces the flighty bird. Well, let's just see if you can take it, babe. Leading her by the hand out of the deserted bar, she says, I've got a room just up from here. Jack stumbles into the after-club crowd in the street. Each club has its own clientele who stick together in small groups around the communal courtyard created by the focal point of a burger van. The van pumps out its fetid stink, enticing drug-hungry ravers to risk their lives for the sake of a food fix. The January freeze attracts even vegetarian hippies to hang around the back of the van. A group of skinheads appraise the couple, at first thinking Jackie to be one of them due to her haircut and dress. Then they snap to attention as they notice the club from which she has emerged. Hey! They hear the shout, and she grabs the straight woman again and hurries past. Hey, you two! Off some lazy licks! Jackie speeds up as she senses the fright escaping from her companion. It wouldn't do to lose her now she's so close. Run, she whispers harshly, and as they run, they hear laughter and thudding footsteps behind. Had she been alone, she might have faced them down, cowards mostly. She has enough bravado to pull it off, though she remembers the time she was mistaken for a gay man and set upon by a gang. When they had realised she was female, they laughed at the mistake and kicked harder. She shudders at the memory of the cracked ribs and crushed pride as she throws herself down stone steps to her basement room, key at the ready. Breathless, they lean against the door as it closes behind them. Jackie thumbs the light switch and the bare bulb flicks on dimly to reveal damp walls and stained carpet. Wide-eyed, the straight woman turns shakily towards her. Jackie laughs unsympathetically. You wanted to know what it's like to be a lesbian? This is what it's like. She pulls her close again, not caring how harshly she kisses, how hungry she is, whether she's hurting. If this straight thinks another woman would be soft all night, then she's about to have her preconceptions blown out along with her cobwebs. I'll have to stop there for reasons of proprietary on the internet. But if you want to read more, you can buy the book or order it from your library. Remember, silence, Josie Henley-Einion, and the ISBN number is 978-1-90-65580-3-1. It's $7.99 and it's published by Legend Press.